There you go. After spending the previous day taking on the majority of the Ben Bullen Trail or the Ballbone Gap Trail, depending on what you want to call it, we accidentally stumbled across this amazing camp out in the bush that we'd spent the night at. We had the whole place to ourselves and just these incredible rock formations and mountains all around us. We all agreed that it was our favourite camp of the trip, just a truly spectacular part of the world. We're continuing on the loop out of this track today after camp. From camp it's 12 k's out, back out to the highway. It's a pretty good drive out through here as well. You're still going through all these mountains with good views and it's a pretty good track. Had a good night at camp. We didn't have any clouds or anything last night. Stars are out all night, had a big fire going. And there's beautiful waking up in that valley this morning with those mountains all around you. Today, after we come out of this track, we're going to head back, do a loop back around through Lithgow and right back to where we started this track, but turn in on the other side of the road and head in there to the Nunes State Forest, I think it is. Head in there to the Lost City and the Glowworm Tunnel. Any comments you'd like to make?
I think you said it all.
The remainder of the drive from camp was pretty easy, nothing too hard, a few little hill climbs and that's about it. But just beautiful scenery and some spectacular views out over the valleys and mountains all around you. The track brings you out of Ben Bullen, where we then headed for the Nunes State Forest. We've just entered the Blackfellows Hand Trail, takes you into the back of that Nunes State Forest and the Lost City and the Glowworm Tunnel. There's meant to be some actual Blackfellows Hand Rock out here. We don't really know where it is, but there's stairs leading up to this rock here.
Yeah.
Did we find them?
Look, yeah, that's got a hand. That one takes 12 hours to make.
There's heaps up here low.
Look, go on that red what they did it for.
Australian Aborigines made these drawings. They help us to understand a way of life which is now past. Once destroyed, they cannot be replaced. Please do not interfere with the art or with any part of this site. We found this area just up from the car park. But you can see all these handprints all along this wall here. It's pretty cool. Blackfellows Hand Aboriginal Place was an important meeting and educational place and holds special meaning for the local Indigenous people. It was highly valued by the wider Aboriginal community, and the area is regarded for its richness in wild resources and its natural beauty. After having a good look around the site, from there you continue along the Blackfellows Hand Trail in towards the Nune State Forest, where our plan was to check out the Lost City. The Lost City Trail begins off the Glowworm Tunnel road, right on the corner of the Bungalborai campground in the Nune State Forest. From there it's about a 20 to 30 minute drive out to the Lost City. It's only a dead end track, but absolutely spectacular views out the end. The track out to the Lost City is generally pretty easy. There's quite a few muddy sections, but there's tracks around them, or most of them have got hard bottoms anyway. Made it to the Lost City. It's all out there behind me. We're gonna have a bit of lunch and then we'll go check it out. What do you think of the Lost City, Kai?
A bit too lost for me.
How cool is this, Kai?
Yeah, I actually kind of like it.
What?
How do you get to all those ones?
What a view. I don't know.
Oh, Dad, remember when we were like stuck in all the flowers and we couldn't get out?
Yeah, we went down there somewhere.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was probably one of your crazy ideas.
Oopsies.
The Lost City is only a couple of K drive from the main road that runs through this forest. That's it. The Lost City is only a couple of K drive from the main road that runs through the state forest. The track out here is pretty easy. You probably don't even really need low range for it. It's a few mud holes and that, but there's tracks all around them. And then once you get out, you just this spectacular valley through here with all these rock statues through the whole thing. It's so cool. And there's a few different tracks down under here. This is the main one. See one over there. There's another one over there further. This is the one with the hole in it that you can climb through, I think.
What's up?
Kai, does this look like an elevator?
There's water there, pal.
Yeah, well, I remember I said I thought there was some sort of water structure down there.
Yeah.
And you can see the wall of it there.
Yeah. That's got swim written all over it.
From up the top there, when you look down at this valley, you can see this water structure, this dam and wall here. And Dad was keen for a swim. He sort of found a way down through the bush. There's a bit of a track that comes down to it. And now he set me in the direction. I've come down here for a swim. Well, it's pretty cool. It's a fair hike down there. It's beautiful once you get down here. You have a swim in this water. I haven't had a swim for a couple of days. I don't know if the others are coming down or not.
Woo!
Oh, that's cold. After having a good look around the lost city, we headed towards the Glowworm Tunnel via the Glowworm Tunnel road. It's just a normal two-wheel drive dirt road, but it's very rough. Probably takes about 45 minutes to an hour to drive from the lost city, and it's just a dead end, so you got to come back out the same way. But it's still a nice drive, and you get to drive through this cool tunnel on the way out there. Plus you get some good views out over the valleys and all the cliffs around you. We'd had a big day, and Kai was pretty worn out by the time we got there. Hey Kai. Hey Kai, we're here.
Is he dead?
He's still breathing.
Oh my god.
Hey Kai. Hey Kai. We're here. From the car park, it's a 1 kilometre walk to the Glowworm Tunnel. It is one of two now abandoned tunnels on this railway. It curves almost 180 degrees, which is what makes it so dark inside. Plus it's quite long at 400 metres in length. The tunnel was originally constructed for the railway line to the Nunes oil shale works. We made it up to the Glowworm Tunnel after we came out of the lost city. Pretty much on the corner of the junction, you follow the Glowworm Tunnel road. It's about 20 kilometres, and then you get to the car park, you got a kilometre walk down to this tunnel. This railway line opened in 1906. The last train ran through it in the 1930s, and then it was dismantled in 1940. It's an awesome walk through the tunnel, and it's just pitch black in the middle there, so you definitely need some sort of torch. There's glowworms all over the walls, but unfortunately you can't really see it on the camera. Hey Kai, on the camera, you can just see blackness. Wow. How cool does that look?
That's so cool.
Everyone's gonna love seeing this. Kai, don't eat the glowworm. You're not meant to eat them.
Yeah.
Oh, Kai.
I didn't really. Yeah.
You're disgusting.
I didn't, Kayla. He lied.
When you come out the other end, you emerge in this beautiful rainforest. Have a look around, there's a creek there that you can walk along. That creek actually flows out of the tunnel and continues down through the bush. There's glowworms all over the walls through that tunnel. You can just see them everywhere once you turn your head torch off. It's pretty cool. Can't see them on the camera, but you can walk through the tunnel. It's maybe about 200-300 metres long, and then come out in this like beautiful sort of fern forest here amongst the cliffs. Last time Kai and I did it a couple of years ago, we came from that direction, so you can walk from the other way, but the other way is 4 kilometres each way, so it's a fair walk. And Kai was 4 or 5 back then, and took us 5 hours to walk the 8 kilometres here and back. So we just went the shorter way, the way we came today, and then that's the 1k each way walk. Head back through. What did everyone think of the Glowworm Tunnel?
Epic.
It's only 6 o'clock, we gotta walk back to the car and then try and find somewhere to camp tonight. Don't think so.
How we came out of that tunnel?
Well, there's the train that
There's
used to
the
go.
train that used to be there.
How cool is that?
Ooh, what? Look, it used to be. Whoa.
Mm.
To get to this point, you have driven on part of the historic railway alignment built to service the Nunes oil shade works in the Woolgan Valley. Woolgan. It's constructed in only 18 months from April 1906. We jumped back in our cars and started making the drive out of there. The plan was to head all the way out of the Nunes State Forest, all the way back into Lithgow, over to the other side to camp at Lake Lyell for the night. We made the camp Lake Lyell last night, got here on dark. It's not too far out the town of Lithgow. It's a pretty nice spot here, just on the edge of the lake. The lake's down quite a bit. The last couple of times I've stayed here, it's been up to about where I am now. It's way down there, you can see all the banks. So it's obviously a bit low at the moment. The weather's not too great today. We started off a starry night and then it came in early in the morning, raining, and sort of been a fair bit of rain this morning. At Lake Lyell there's two areas where you can camp. There's the main area, which is run by people. It's kind of a little bit like a caravan park. It's really good. It's on the edge of the lake and you can have fires. They got hot showers, toilets, everything there, and you can you know, do boating, fishing, all that sort of thing. And then a couple of k's down the road is a second area further up the lake, and it's run by the same people, but it's just a bit more basic camping. So they do have a couple of toilets here, and then that's about it. And then you're just kind of on the grassy banks on the edge of the lake. You choose your spot, but it's nice. It's a good area because you're close to a lot of different things. Like you're close to Lithgow, close to all that Mount Walker four-wheel driving. How's the weather, Kai?
Pretty good. It looks like the sun is making stuff fall from it. That's how hot it is. All that stuff is just falling from the sun. That's cool. Would be hot, wouldn't it? So the sun's.
This weather's really taking a turn for the worse at the moment. Packed up most of our camp. Just got to do the awning now. It's pouring. We're going to head back up to the main area and try and get a hot shower up there, and then we'll decide what we want to do. The weather did not ease up this day. It just rained and rained all day long. After we left camp at Lake Lyell, we went over to the main area, got some hot showers, and then we headed back into Lithgow, did a few things in there, before we made our way out to the Sunny Corner State Forest in the hope that the weather would ease up later that afternoon. But the hills just got steeper and that rain heavier and heavier. Dad and Carol had left, they had to head home, so it was just us out there.